Hello everyone, welcome to CATIA tutorial. In this lecture, I am going to explain one important topic in CATIA. The topic is specification tree. The specification tree contains the history of tools and processes used to create a part. For example, you can look at a completed part and see that there were fillets, chamfers and holes applied to it. At what point in that part creation were the fillets, chamfers and holes added? Are there redundant processes and extra elements? Can the process for the part creation be improved? Looking at the resulting part will not answer any of these questions. The specification tree, on the other hand, has all of this information. The specification tree contains the entire history of the part creation. For a complex part, the specification tree could get large. Select the tools, options, general, display, tree option to specify what you want the specification tree to show and how you want it to appear. The branches of the specification tree can be expanded and contracted by selecting minus symbol and plus symbol located on each branch. You can zoom in and pan the specification tree the same way you would a part. You double click on a specification tree to make the workspace to dim. Once the workspace is dim, that means under intensified, all of the screen manipulation tools will apply to the specification tree instead of the workspace. This means you can move and zoom the specification tree. Double clicking a specification tree, the branch will bring the part back to the normal, that means the active workspace. The F3 key will hide the specification tree using the F3 key will hide the specification tree from the view menu. CATIA V5 allows you to make modifications to the part by using the part itself or by using the specification tree. The specification tree is used in all the lessons. The specification tree is very powerful tool, but you must know how to use it to your advantage. The presentation of the tree will vary depending on installation and customization. The tree was customized to show all branches such as relationships, formulas and applications using the tools option window. Notice the whole one whole one branch of the specification tree is highlighted. Whole one in the pot is also highlighted. CATIA V5 allows you to select the elements using the specification tree or the actual geometry in the workspace. You can control how and what is displayed in the specification tree by completing the following steps. Now select tools, options. In this you can select general, display. From this window tree appearance you can choose classical window style. From tree manipulation you can choose automatic scroll activation during drag drop. From zoom on tree you can select tree zoom after clicking on every branch on any branch. Select the parameters and measure. From this select the knowledge tab. In this you can choose with value, with formula, and relations update in part context. You can choose creation of synchronous relations. Expand the infrastructure branch of the option tree by selecting plus sign. From this select the part infrastructure branch. In this select display. In this option, in this window you can choose external references, constraints, parameters, relations, bodies under operations, expand sketch based feature, node set creation. The selections described in the previous steps are the options that control what kind of information is displayed in the specification tree and how it is displayed. You are encouraged to try the different options, develop your own preferences as you go through the lessons. Remember these options and revise them as required and needed. After selecting the options, now click on OK. After completion of assembly drawing, you can get the tree specification. Now let us discussing each and every option in tree specification. This is the product one. Product one created by entering the assembly design workbench. The product two, that means product of 2.1, select insert, then insert new component. Product 3, product 3.1, select insert, then new product. Part 1 of part 1.1, select insert, then new part. Part 1, this part 1 is created by inserting new part. Double clicking will take you to the part design workbench. XY plane, YZ plane, ZX plane, these are the planes that define the axis. Next one, relations, formulas, formula that drives constraint in relation branch. Next one is part body. In the sub branch is pad 1. The profile of sketch 1 extruded using the pad tool. Sketch 1, the sketched profile, that means sketched base features. Sketch 1 branch is explained out in the figure. This is the aluminum pin pier, that means material being applied to part 1. Next one is STP, that means select insert existing component. This existing component is a translated part using the step translator. Next one is relations. Relation branch contains design table. This is the design table one. Design table is an external Excel spreadsheet linked to product one, that means the assembly. Next one is applications. Applications. Application branch contains entities created in the DMU navigator and rendering workbench such as simulations, lights and environments. Next one is in simulation turntable. Turntable one is a particular type of simulation. Simulation allows you to move components within the assembly, that means animate. Next one is light. Allows you to control the lighting on product one. Next one is environment. Allows you to create a specific look for rendering product one. The specific look is an environment. Next one is replay. Replay allows you to play the created simulation using some player controls. You can start the player by double clicking on this branch of the specification tree. You must have a simulation to play. In its sub branches, pad. Pad 1 contains the extrusion information. To modify the pad thickness, you would have to double click on this branch. Sub 1 is sketch 1. Sketch 1 branch expanded out from the previous page. Next one, absolute axis. Axis for the sketch. Next, origin. H direction, that means a sketch is only two dimensional, so you have an horizontal axis or direction and a vertical axis or direction. Next one is geometry. Geometrical entities that define the sketch profile. These entities can be modified in the Sketcher workbench. The geometry are line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, point 1, point 2, point 3. Last one is constraints. Dimensional constraints apply to the sketch entities. Length 1 constraint drives the formula shown in the previous page. The constraints are, that means dimensions are length 1, length 2. This is the brief discussing about specification tree in CATIA software. In next lecture, I will going to explain compass tool. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe my channel for more updates.